ooh, ah. All right. Guys, welcome to Guardian Outpost. My name is David. Welcome to my channel. If you are watching me for the first time, right now it's time to do the Streamer Spotlight. If you're watching me on YouTube, if you're watching me on the highlights, welcome. Thank you for watching. I stream every single day, Monday through Friday, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. I am in the Eastern Time Zone. So that's when I start streaming. I stream every single day, Monday through Friday. I play Destiny. I also stream on the weekends. On Sunday, I start at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. If you've never heard of me, I'm the guy that created the hashtag support smaller streams. If you've heard of that hashtag, I'm the dude that created it. You know, I do support smaller streams. It's an informational hashtag that lets people know that they are streamers and gives attention to those people that are looking to grow their stream. Every morning I do a streamer spotlight where I interview a brand new, or interview a growing streamer. It doesn't have to be a brand new streamer. I interview a growing streamer, and we get to know them a little better. We get to know what makes them tick, and I want to introduce them to you guys, and hopefully, you know, you give them follows, you give them follows, you give them views, and you help them grow, because that's what I like to do, man. I try to, you know, I'm a growing streamer myself, but I like to help as many people as possible, because the toughest thing about being a growing streamer, and being an unpartnered streamer and a growing streamer, is finding where to get that exposure. So hopefully here on my channel and on my Twitter, I encourage you guys to follow me on Twitter at Guardian Outpost, and on my Instagram, Guardian Outpost. That's where I like to do a lot of promotion. And okay, so let's get to our streamer today. I really love this guy. I met him a couple of months ago now, and he's been hanging around here about a couple of months, right? We did that podcast with Cadix about a couple months ago. We did that with Cadix and with Angry Iceberg. He does a podcast of his own, and we'll get to that. Our guest today is the man, the myth, the legend, Monstrous Rage. Monstrous, man, how you doing this morning?
It's early. It's early, guys. It's so early.
It is early.
I'm drinking a lot of coffee right now. That's what I'm doing. So I feel like the caffeine is starting to kick in. Maybe the rage might come out at some point.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, when somebody follows your stream, and you do your monstrous welcome to the rage,
Yes.
after you're done with your stream, man, how often does your throat hurt, man? Tell me.
Well, I will say this. There is a reason I drink hot liquid on cast. It really keeps the throat lubricated, because, yes, without it, I wouldn't be able to do voices like this, because it would just destroy my vocal cords. But, yeah, that's kind of my shtick. I mean, that's my thing. It's what keeps people entertained, because sometimes I do lose it on games. I'm not great at all games, but I am a variety broadcaster, so it puts me into that situation where, well, you could come and watch me play something terribly, or you could watch me. And that's really where
you don't need to be good. You don't need to be good at freaking playing this game. I am terrible at Destiny. I've told people this a bunch of times. I used to be good when I wasn't a streamer. I used to be good at Destiny. Now I'm terrible at Destiny. I don't know what's going on. So and people still love me for some reason. Maybe it's my D. Maybe people love my D. I don't know what it is, but
I gotta say, I do love the D. Congratulations on 6,000, by the way.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Monstrous. I really appreciate it. So, Monstrous, man, tell us a little bit now. Monstrous Rage, where does that tag come from?
Yeah, that's a question I get asked a lot. People assume that they come into the channel, they're just gonna see me going crazy, but it really stems from my past. Without getting too personal, folks. I mean, it's all on my page anyway, but I'm a survivor of cancer. Oh, and there was a lot of anger within me during that time, and that was actually what kept me going. I didn't receive cancer once, but 3 times, folks. So it was just a progression that just kept going.
You just refused to go, man. You don't want to go. You fought it hard, man.
That's it. I'm too stubborn, people. I'm stubborn. But that's where the name stemmed from. It was an inner rage within me that kept me going, where, you know, I've seen many a friend give up that fight. I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in me, so that's where the name came from, and that's why I use it. But again, you know, I'll get people saying, I don't see your rage on cast. You know, that's a false name. All I have to say is just read the profile and you'll understand.
Nice, man. And congratulations on kicking cancer's ass, not once, not twice, but 3 times, man. That is amazing. I never knew that about you, and that's what I love about the Streamer Spotlight, man. We get to figure it out. We get to find out people's life story. That's great, Monstrous. How much did gaming help you while you were going through that battle?
Yeah, it was a life support. It really did at times when I needed to just escape reality. It was there, and it's been a staple, to be honest with you, all my life. There was a period of maybe 6 or 7 years where I was out of the gaming scenario, but jumped back into it. But yeah, during that period of time, definitely there was a lot of isolation when you're dealing with that situation, and to have that kind of entertainment at hand definitely kept the mind from wandering.
And you obviously had tons of support from your family, which is great. Somebody's comparing you to Walter White, how you defeated cancer. You defeated cancer 3 times. So you know, good job. Have you ever thought about selling meth while you had cancer? No, I'm just kidding. Do you get that once in a while? You know, you do. I do notice you. Do you ever get you kind of look like Walter White on your streams?
There are times, yes. The beautiful cue ball is another one that they tend to enjoy using. But hey, I'm okay with it. If you guys want to call me whatever you want, as long as you're here, that's really the whole point of it. I'm a very carefree guy. I'm not going to be a person that gets offended by much. So, you know, humor to me is a major part of life, and I think that people use humor to wall up other things, but that's okay. Use humor. Make sure that your life is happy, people. Make sure that you are enjoying what you're doing, and life will continue on beneficial.
That's a great perspective, man, because you stared death in the face 3 times. I'm sexy, and you won 3 times, and that is good perspective to have, man. You know, we complain about so much little bullshit that we go through every single day, and then, you know, I'm sure things don't really bother you that much anymore, Monstrous, because, you know, you've gone because what you've gone through, things probably don't bother you that much anymore.
Well, I will say, it has taken a toll. Don't kid yourself. I am the living hermit, people. I do have issues with big social gatherings. I really do, and that all stems from the radiation that I've had over the years. I used to be a DJ, DJing for 2,500 people nightly.
Nice.
Now I can't deal with a crowd of 30 people or more in my presence. So, yes, it did take a toll on me, but you adapt to what life throws at you, and it's either push forward and continue, or just give up. And I choose to push forward, and I think everyone else should choose that path as well.
Is that why you like Twitch so much, man? Is that why you like Twitch so much? Because you could still hang around with people, and it helps you with your, like you say, your hermetism. You could still hang out with people and interact with people.
Well, that's just it. I mean, I used to entertain quite a few people when I was younger, and that part of me has never left. So being able to entertain people online with my content does bring me a lot of joy. So it's a win-win scenario. If I'm entertaining you, that's fantastic, but really you're helping me as well being there. So, it's a give and take relationship, and I'm happy to do this. I've been doing it for just under 2 years now. I've really gotten into it heavy in the past 7 months or so. But yeah, I wouldn't stop this for anything. I really enjoy what I do, and if I have 5 people watching me or 5,000 people watching me, it's all the same to me. We're all in there, just have fun.
Monstrous Rage is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight, and that is awesome, man. I love to hear that. Oh, excuse me, just had some Monstrous Rage. So hello everybody that just came into the stream right now. If you're watching right now, thank you very much. We're doing our Streamer Spotlight right now. We're talking to the one and only Monstrous Rage, and we just heard some great. If you missed what he said, he just had some great stories, and of course you can always catch it on the VOD. And thank you all that are clicking on my heart right now. I will give you your proper hype when it comes time. So Monstrous, man, give me a little bit of your gaming history.
Oh, great. It started with the Atari 2600.
Nice.
I've been gaming for quite some time, folks. The first console I purchased with my own money was an SNES, but I did have an NES. I've always loved platforming type games. They've been my bread and butter. I think it's because of the generation that I grew up with. There wasn't a lot of shooter type games back then. So because of that, it's just I gravitate towards it. I have no problem with shooter games. Destiny's a fantastic game. I love playing it, but it's just one of many games that I do play.
Yeah, you know, I always say to younger gamers, you know, we adopted FPS. You were born into it, you know, because I feel like our generation were exactly the same. I started with the Atari 2600, Nintendo, and a lot of those games were platformer games, and that's how we got good. We got good on platforming games. You know, my first shooter was GoldenEye. Was my first shooter.
GoldenEye was mine as well.
GoldenEye was my first shooter, but the first real serious shooter that I got into was Halo. So continue more of your gaming history, Monsters Rage. I feel like I cut you off.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I went to SNES. Really, every console that you can conceivably think of, I've probably owned over the years.
Neo Geo. Did you own a Neo Geo?
I did have a Neo Geo.
Ah, one of the rare ones. You're like one of 3 people in the United States that owned a Neo Geo. How great were Neo Geo games, man? How great were they? They were all.
They were really good at the time. At the time, you really had to know somebody because you were getting them imported from Japan.
Yeah.
You weren't finding them in stores here. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with that system. But again, it's just like every other console. You have about a 5 or 6 year stretch, and then you're on to the next thing.
It was that game. Those Neo Geos were all about beat 'em ups. Every game was a beat 'em up, man.
It was. Yeah. It was like Pit Fighter games. The SN.
You had Final Fight. I can remember Final Fight. You had Final Fight. It was a beat 'em up. You had Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. You remember that game? Cadillac and Dinosaurs. It is the most random, obscure game. No one will ever. You guys could Google Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. It is the most obscure game ever. You're not in the United States of America? Where are you, Monsters Rage?
I'm where you guys might come in the next couple of months. I'm in Canada, folks. I'm in Canada.
He's in Canada. Yeah, I know. I mean, Donald Trump becomes president. Donald Trump becomes president. I might be moving in your basement, Monsters Rage. So make room for me there.
Well, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room. You got lots of space, and the tech is there.
Awesome, bro. That's what I like to hear. So Monsters Rage is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight. And you don't play much Destiny, but what do you think about the game? And I know you have played the game. What do you think of the game? And will you be coming back to it once the April update is on?
Yes, this is the thing about Destiny. Destiny is like every other game that I have, and people that come into my channel, they know that I'm jumping around. I do enjoy it. Every time I jump into Destiny, there are people watching, and they want to jump in, and we all play together. And I have a blast. I really do. But I'm one of those people that can't stick with a certain game for any period of time. Yeah. I like to bounce around a lot. So with Destiny, every time they bring up a new update, I'm always jumping back into it to play through and see what's there. So yeah, this new update that's coming out, and you know, with Angry being in conversations with me weekly, I hear everything about Destiny. I'm like up to date, people, up to date.
He knows, yeah, he knows what he knows what he's talking about, yeah. Because I always like to hear an outsider's perspective on the game. You think the game is just fine?
It's fun. It's fun. I don't think it would be a great game to play on your own. You definitely want to have other friends playing with you, and you definitely want to have some sort of cooperation within each other. If you can get that, yeah, you're golden on that game. But for me, it's a game that I jump into, and to be able to jump back into that game constantly says something about a game. If I can keep coming back to it, then that game is entertaining to me, and it should be entertaining to a lot of other people out there.
It's 19 months old, and people still play the shit out of it, man.
And how many other games can you say that of?
Not many.
Not too many.
Not many games. Yeah, a lot of people play it 6 months max. You'll give a game 6 months max. On average, 6 months max. A person will give a game, and then they're done with it. A game that's still around 19 months later is almost unheard of. Almost.
And the other thing too is I don't do raids. I haven't done a single raid in Destiny, and I
Monsters, we gotta get you on a raid, man. We got to get you in
On
the raid.
day one, I owned it. Now, I do love strikes. Every time I go into there, that's the very first thing I do. What strike can I do? The daily strikes and the weekly stuff. But again, because I bounce around, it's always new content for me when I come back to it.
Monstrous Rage is our guest here on the Streamer Spotlight. So you say you've been doing it for 2 years. What got you into streaming?
I was actually, I don't want to be that guy name dropping, but I was watching Nero TNC and Smokealope, and those two really, I watched them and I said, you know what, these guys are variety broadcasters like myself. I think I could get into what they're doing. It looks like a lot of fun. I started with the Xbox One and streaming directly from it. And over the course of 2 years, I now have, well, I'm sure some of you have seen the tech in this room, but
oh, that is
let's go with
amazing
just the
technology.
monitors.
Yeah, guys,
55-inch on the back wall, two 32-inch monitors.
Guys, you ever seen a
right.
NASA control room? Yeah, that's Monstrous Rage's streaming setup. It is amazing.
And a 19-inch in front of me.
Do you have a picture of it on your? Do you have a picture of it on your Twitter?
I believe it is on Twitter. Yes.
Yeah, guys, be sure to follow him on Twitter so you can see his setup. I'm serious. It is an amazing setup. He showed me a lot. Once he turned his camera around, showed me his stuff, and I was very impressed by his massive stuff. So yeah, man.
Well, there's that different level, right? You have levels of streamers. You have those that are in it for a hobby, just to have fun with it. You have those that are in it for the wrong reasons. They think they're just going to make it big and make a lot of money. And then you have people like yourself and myself that really want to do this, enjoy it, have fun with their viewers, their friends, their family, or in my case, the Rage Army. But yeah, that's what we're about, and that's fine if you want to do it as a hobby, but remember that you're doing it as a hobby. Don't expect high things of it. If you're doing it to just make a lot of cash, just stop now, because you're just going to frustrate yourself.
And people, yeah, you're going to frustrate yourself, and it's slow, and people will see right through that, and you're really going to be...
Exactly.
People are really going to be... So, Monsters, guys, you can expect a lot of... As you see, Monsters, he's a very... He's an outgoing person. He's got a really flamboyant personality. Did you do a lot of that when you DJ'd? Were you like the kind of guy that got on the mic a lot and showed your personality, or you were all about that music when you DJ'd?
All right, guys, here we go. You know what's coming on. Let's get the tunage going. Yeah, I did a lot of that.
So you were a strip club DJ.
No comment, folks.
No comment. Why is it now? You're a DJ, and I feel like I gotta ask you. Have you ever thought of DJing on stream? You ever thought of DJing on stream?
I've had that asked of me before, but I have equipment that's 15 plus years old.
Okay.
And it's been a while since I've done the DJing thing. I mean, sure, I could hook up equipment and give that a go and go creative one day, but that's not really the focus of my cast, so it probably wouldn't happen.
Oh, okay, man. Because there's definitely, you got music channels, and that could be something that you could do. But all right, so you got the old equipment. You know what? Some people might like to see that old equipment. Why don't you just dust it off and use it, man? Show them how the wheels of steel. Show them how you're supposed to turn on the wheels of steel, man.
You heard it here first. Guardian Outpost saying Monstrous Rage needs to do a little spinning on cast. We're gonna make that a thing.
Spinning on cast, man. Do it, man. I got a buddy of mine who's a DJ, and I'm always telling, because I tell him that I work with him at the radio station I work at, and I tell him all the time he's a DJ. He actually is a strip club DJ, and I tell him, dude, why don't you just stream your DJ sessions on Twitch? People will love to watch that. And people, and especially if you got the old equipment, man, because nowadays you got that old equipment, you got that new equipment that people just DJ off of their MacBooks and their iPods. So you could definitely you could do the thing, man. You could do the thing. And
Den Index, people, Den Index.
Den Index. Oh my God. Now, why is it that all strip club DJs talk like this? Hey, hey, hey! Starlight to the main stage. Starlight to the main stage. Why do all strip club DJs talk like that, man?
Well, I don't know. I think it's the deep voice. I think it's just to get the people's attention.
Hey, hey, hey! All the ladies come to the stage. All the ladies.
Here comes Princess. Yeah.
Whoa! Princess Nards is not a stripper.
Hey, I didn't say Princess Nards. I said Princess.
Hey, strawberry daiquiri to the Starlight stage. Strawberry daiquiri to the Starlight stage. So when people Dude, you guys see how much great I'm playing that game? It was amazing. So when people come to your stream, Monstrous Man, what can they expect?
They can expect usually during the daycast a different game every day. In the evening, we have started getting into Division. I'm working with 3 other streamers, and we're doing this nightly during the evening. Until we get the campaign done, then see where it goes from there. But it's just an experiment, and it's going so well. It really is. There's a lot of fun to be had in that game, but I do see an ending point very shortly, so that's sad. But yeah, I play all sorts of games, people. I play on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, PC. Everything but sports games.
You've streamed so many games. You've streamed so many games. What's your favorite type of games to stream?
I do really enjoy the platforms, and it goes back to when I was a kid. Those were my bread and butter games. I will jump back into Rayman Legends just to do the music levels. That will happen from time to time. But I love platforming games. That's why I love the Nintendo system. I've grown up with Nintendo. I'm a supporter of Nintendo, and I always will be. So even though people say, the Wii U is dead, I believe the Nintendo Next will not be.
Are you excited about the Nintendo Next?
I am. I'm going to be an early adopter. As soon as that one comes right out, I'll be hooking up and going live.
Nice.
But yeah, I really I love the franchise because they're so different. There isn't anything out there on Xbox or PlayStation that competes with Nintendo products. They try over the past, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro.
You've never seen a Nintendo game mess up. There's never a Nintendo game that's bad. They take their time. They make sure everything is smooth and ready to go, and the game is always perfect. You've never seen You've never seen Mario glitch.
No, you haven't. You never have that situation where a game is broken.
Yeah. If Mario glitches, that's the first time you'll ever see him glitch. And if he does glitch, there's probably 87 people that are getting their hands chopped off. Because that's how Kojimoto rocks. That's how that's how he rolls.
That is one thing that I'm looking forward to is the Next. I don't know if that's something that interests you yourself, but
yeah, well, my wife really loves Nintendo, so we have a Wii U that's sitting there unplugged in, and one day I will plug it in and we will do some Wii U stuff. You have a good guys. Welcome to the stream. If you guys just came in, welcome to the stream. We're talking to Monstrous Rage here on the Streamer Spotlight. He is a streamer. A variety streamer, streams all kinds of games. They just don't lose a hand. They lose everything. They might even lose their life, Loki, if a Nintendo game glitches. They don't care about third-party games. Yeah, man. It's like you messed up a Nintendo game. You better make sure the Nintendo bosses don't know where you live. You better make sure your family is protected. Oh my God. So Monstrous Rage is our spotlight today on the Streamer Spotlight. What is your goal for your Twitch channel? What do you hope to achieve and do?
You know what? To be honest with you, I don't care about the fortune side of it. I really do care about the fame side of it. I would love to, in 3 years, be known by many, many people. That really is my striving goal. I want to get that crowd, as every streamer out there that's serious about it. You want that crowd that wants to come in daily and see you. Yeah. And that's really my goal. I'm just trying to be as entertaining as I can. Because of me jumping around from game to game, people aren't coming in because of the games that I'm playing. They're coming in because they're coming back to see me. And I know that, and that's what I work with. So I try to be invested with my group. There are times I'll miss it if I'm doing something in the game and I just... I'm so focused, people. I want to kill stuff. But no, that's my purpose. My purpose is to have people entertained and the community chatting with each other as well as chatting with me. If I can have that, then I feel like I've succeeded.
Awesome. Then that's a good attitude to have. I love it. I love it, and I know people will love you, man. That's what I do the Streamer Spotlights, because I want to see people get to know their personality. Hey, what's up, everybody that just came into the stream? I see you all. Everybody that's come in, I see you all. I love you all. Thank you all for supporting the stream so hard today. We're having a fantastic day. I mean, What a great day. 2 great days in a row. Guys, thank you so much. I love all your faces. Thank you, Monsters Rage, for joining me today. You also have a podcast that you do with Cadix, that you do with Angry Iceberg. Tell us a little bit about that podcast.
We do have a weekly podcast on Cadix Gaming's channel, The Loading Screen. And it is a gaming conversation based on a lot of recent activities in news and culture. And there is always a section on Destiny. So if you guys want to come by on Tuesdays, that is Tuesdays at 10 p.m. on Cadix channel. That is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another thing that I'm doing is with the Fitster. We do Fits of Rage every Friday night, and that's another podcast that I'm involved with. And again, it's something similar to the podcast on Tuesdays. We talk about gaming culture, but it's our own viewpoint. There are some factual content in there, but it's really 2 friends that have been around for quite some time talking about gaming culture. So that's what's happening on Friday nights, and then the rest of the week it's really just variety. And that's what I do.
Any games you're looking forward to? Since you're a variety streamer, I always like to have this question. Any games you're looking forward to?
Well, one was talked about yesterday, Cuphead. That is a definite must-play. I don't care what age you are. Play that game.
Cuphead looks
Mighty
amazing.
Number 9.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mighty Number 9. Oh, there's a list, people. Variety.
Do it. He's a variety streamer. Give us all the games you're looking forward to streaming. So,
Yes,
that way people know where to go when they want to see these games. Go ahead.
Well, that's just it. If you want to see a new game and you're not sure about it, you can watch me stumble through it.
You can watch
but yeah, Mighty Number 9. What else we got? We got Overwatch. We've got Battleborn. We've got Quantum Break. What else do we have? Ratchet and Clank.
Speaking of platformers, are you looking forward to Mirror's Edge 2?
Yes, Mirror's Edge 2 is definitely another one on the list. No Man's Sky. Like, there are so many games. My wallet is going to be hurting.
Your wallet is going to be hurting. And by the way, you painted your wall green. Guys, he painted his wall green. The merits of having a green wall over an actual like curtain behind you, like I have.
What do I love about it?
Yeah, what do you like?
I don't have to worry about positioning. Lighting is set up. It's always going to be in the same spot.
That's great, man. So, guys, pretty much any new game coming up, expect Monsters Rage to stream it. He is going to stream that game, so be sure to check him out. Check out his stream. Click on his heart, guys. Follow him right now. Are you gonna be streaming later on today?
I am. I'm actually going to be live in an hour and a half. We're going to continue killing people in Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. He's going to keep killing people on Until Dawn. And he plays on PlayStation 4. He plays on Xbox One. You play PC gaming. You know, recently I've been getting a lot of codes for PC gaming, so if I get anything, I'll be sure to swing it over your way, man, if I get anything.
Well,
because I'm not a PC
I would
gamer.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm not a PC gamer. I have a PC where I could game on it. It's got all the bells and whistles to be a fancy gaming PC, but I just don't play the PC games. I just don't know. I never got into it.
To be fair, I do play PC games, but only if there's controller support.
Ah, I see. Did you know that you can play Destiny with your mouse and keyboard?
I did not know that, but why would I want to?
You can. Angry Iceberg and probably over 9,000 play the game with their mouse and keyboard. And it's pretty amazing to see Angry Iceberg play as well as he plays with mouse and keyboard. It's so strange.
I can't do it. I walk into walls with mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard is for doing work. Controllers are for games. That's how my mind does it, and I can't change that. I can't fix that. I've tried. It doesn't work.
So, Monsters Rage, dude, thank you so much for joining me today. Awesome,
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, dude. Congratulations on everything on everything you've been through, man. Congratulations. Super happy for you. Super happy for you. Any day that you want to play Destiny and you want to jump on in with me, you are more than welcome to join me and play some. Which console do you have Destiny on?
I have it on Xbox One.
Ah, then perfect. Anytime then we're gonna get you through a raid. I know you've never done a raid. One of these days we'll get you through a raid. One of these days.
Yeah, Angry's been saying that too. Let's get him through a raid.
Let's get you through a raid, man. And listen, wake up early one of these days.
We'll get it done.
What part of Canada? West Coast, East Coast, middle?
I am in Ontario.
I have no idea where that
Just
is. That's
north of
Toronto?
Toronto.
Is that Toronto?
Just north of Toronto.
Ah, so you're in the East Coast. All right, so you can wake up early with me one of these days and run a raid with me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Then I can finally get it done and say, hey, I've done a raid.
You've
I've
done a raid. Even if it's just Vault of Glass, we'll give you
I'm
Vault
one
of
of
Glass.
you.
All right, Monsters. Thank you so much, guys. Be sure to check Monstrous Rage out. Twitch.tv/. In fact, Aura and Juju, go ahead and spam his Twitter and his Twitch. And you guys be sure to click on his heart, click on his name, and go give him some support. Thank you, Monsters. Monsters, have a great day, dude.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Have a great day, everybody.
See ya. There went Monstrous Rage, and that was our streamer spotlight for the day. Let's get some